Now, one of the big obstacles in working in a GeoLayers project is the fact that when you draw out map features, you draw them out as shape layers. And this can be really intensive on your system. It can slow After Effects down a lot and really make it hard to just work in the program. So today I want to show you a little trick to get around this. And essentially, we're going to be using raster tile sets instead of creating these vector shapes. So now how do we do this? Well, first, let me really show you what I'm talking about in case you don't understand what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, we want to draw out the country of Russia. What we would do is we would come over here and just search for the map feature. So here we have the sovereign country. This is the map feature polygon from Natural Earth. So we can just add this to our browser. And I'm going to come over here, and if I just try to draw out this feature, it gives me a warning and it says, hey, you're trying to draw out one feature that has over 36,000 vertices. It's going to slow down After Effects a lot. It's going to take a while to draw this out. You can simplify your geometry, or you can just draw this out. So if I close this, I can come back over here to the Layer Styles panel and try to simplify the geometry. However, this is going to bring the detail of my borders down quite a bit. So then I would have to play this game of, if I'm doing a long zoom in to the coastline, I have to either draw out two features or figure out how I want to handle this, which can be pretty annoying. So what you can do instead is grab this feature and you can export it. So if you export it to your local drive, it's going to export as a Geojson. That's perfectly fine. And now what we want to do is create a new Mapcomp. So I'm going to come up to the Mapcomp settings, click on Create New Mapcomp, and I'm just going to call this one Russia. And under Link View, I'm going to link it to my World Mapcomp so that when I animate my World Mapcomp, this one will follow it. Click Next. Now this is the important step. We want to choose this Mapcomp profile that's called DataViz Choropleth. So click on this, and then you can click right here to edit it. So what this allows you to do is connect to a Geojson. And what it's really made for is if you have a bunch of map features that all have a similar property that has a range of different properties, you can plug in that property and then do the minimum and maximum, and then it'll give you like a dynamic color range. Well, it's not really a color range, but it's different color shades to show you, to visualize that particular data set. But if you don't even have a property, it'll still give you the raster tile set. So if I just connect, if I click right here and connect to my Russia Geojson, you'll indeed see right here, here is Russia as a solid white. But again, this is going to be a raster tile set. So I don't even need to bother with this property name or any of this. I can just click Apply, Create, and now that's going to give me a new Mapcomp here with this imagery in it. And if I finalize it, now it's just a process of finalizing. So we'll be able to zoom into this coastline, and it's going to give us a nice coastline. We don't have to worry about simplification because we're not drawing out vector shapes, and it's not going to slow down After Effects like a vector shape does. And if I want to style this, now you can just use your After Effects skills to pay the bills. So you can just use effects, like if you want to change the color, you could throw a fill effect on here and change the color. If you want to mess around with the borders, you can come up here and do layer styles. So you could add a stroke, you can add an outer glow, an inner glow. You can go really crazy. Then you can throw some blend modes on here and just go nuts. And the real power here, I'm just showing you one particular example, but this is really incredibly powerful. Because, for example, you could export the Natural Earth data country set and then connect to countries. And then I think there's a property in there called color that will give you different colors for each country. And then you just plug that in, plug your range in. It's really cool. Well, I hope you like this, and I really hope that I properly communicated the power of this, because it really is a game changer, and I suggest that you use it. So just think of it like, don't think of Choropleth, think of like Geojson connector and avoiding drawing out shape layers. Yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, be sure to like it and follow my channel for more, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to learn more about GeoLayers, I actually have a masterclass that I've already finished, so you can go check that out. I'll link to that in the video description as well. All right, I'll see you next time.